Hi everyone, Corey here with Team Cramer Fishing, and in this video I'm going to talk about fishing after a heavy rain, especially if it's been dry for a little while and then you get a big, couple days of rain or a big heavy rainstorm. In this video, that's the type of conditions we're going to be fishing under, so I thought I'd talk about a little bit about the strategy behind that before we get into the fishing. Okay, there's a couple different strategies that we're going to use here, and this isn't all the strategies about fishing after rain that one could use at all. These are the two that basically we used in this video. In this first clip that's coming up, basically we had gone, two or three weeks without any real rain, and then we had like 2 or 3 days of good rain. So in this case, we were fishing. I was fishing by myself. I was fishing a lake. And there is a couple spots that water comes into the lake, but the main one looks something like this. So water's coming in here, and then it works its way through the lake and it gets to the other side, and then maybe it goes out through a spillway over here, okay? There's tons and tons of lakes that are like this. So right after you get a big rain like that, it's gonna flush a lot of nutrients into the water, that the smaller fish or even worms and things like that, all kinds of stuff is going to get washed in, and especially bottom feeding fish, but I've also had good bites on wipers and crappies and things like that. If you get there early when it really starts coming in, especially if it's timed early in the morning and everything sets up right, you can really just rock them sometimes. But if you get there later, the bottom fish like catfish and carp, they're gonna bite usually pretty well. So in this first video, I'm basically just fishing right where the opening is, where the water's feeding into the lake and flushing everything in. And I just fish a worm down at the bottom and catch a good fish. So that's one way, and this applies to basically every lake around. You wanna fish the areas where the water is getting flushed into the lake, rather than say over here somewhere. I mean, most of those fish are gonna be stacked up in there. Now in the next video after that, well, same video but different spot, we're going to be fishing a river, but it's set up the same way. So a lot of water got, the river rose, it got really muddy, started flowing pretty fast, pretty much chocolate milk, and then there's this little backwater. And this could set up a lot of different ways. This over here could be a smaller creek that comes in. Maybe the creek got more water, this flushing into the big river. You can usually tell this by different coloration of the waters that are joining together. So, and if it was another creek, you could fish similar type of thing, fish the point, fish the seams. But in this case, the fish are crappies, and they're gonna be stacked right here. And they're just waiting for food to come by. Minnows get tired of swimming in the heavy current, maybe. Worms, bugs, whatever is getting washed by. They don't have to swim in this current. They can stay just off the edge, and anything that gets swirled around here comes by. Anything that gets tired of swimming, they're just waiting to nab. And like I said, this could be a creek, could be a backwater in like a bigger river. Even like the Mississippi or whatever. If you have the main channel that's flowing after they got a good rain up north, in that case you might fish the edge of an island, fish wherever that backwater is. Those backwater fish are going to come up and feed along that current seam or current break, whatever's there, for them to kind of not do very much work and catch a lot of bait fish. So you can definitely use that to your advantage as an angler. And it'll help you find the fish and give you a better chance of catching them. They aren't always biting, but it improves the probability quite a bit. So with that, let's get into the video. Fish on. Oh, missed him. Should probably get my net out. Think ahead of time a little bit. Might even climb down. Might have to climb down to get these guys out. I think I got this one. Oh, it's a decent fish. Feels like a catfish, but might be a bass. I can see my bobber, but I haven't been able to see the fish yet. Ooh, it's a decent one. Keep him out of this drain. Get a look at him here, see what I need to get him out. Be cool if it was a wiper. It didn't smack it like whoa, man. Stay out of there, stay out of there. This is not good. He's trying to take me into this drain hole. I'm trying to keep him from rubbing against that grate. There we go. I haven't seen this fish yet, guys. All right, I might have to climb down. Of course, oh, there we go. Yeah, go over there. It's a catfish, pretty decent one. All right. My net extends reasonably far, but I don't know if I can reach him. All right, I'm gonna have to slide down here on my butt. Oh, I just almost lost my net. The water's so low here. Now, it's a solid cat. There we go, got him. Nice. Oh yeah. That's a good 4-pounder. Nice. I knew something would be out here after the rain. Yeah, that's a good 4-pounder. Nice. Glad it came out. Big old fat belly. Awesome. Let's see if I can get some more. All right, Viv and I are going to do some fishing in the rain today. I started work on a video about fishing after it rained earlier this summer, and I got a good fish. I'll probably show that one first. And then hopefully we catch something today and we can talk about some of the tactics that you can use and some of the strategies, I guess I should say, after you get, several days of good rain. Okay, this is the tricky part, Viv. Be careful. Well, I think there's just enough space for the two of us to stand. Close.
I know. If it went into the water, I would be sad.
All right. This is the fun part.
Or the deck.
Hopefully we don't get skunked today.
I hope my bag isn't small.
Nice, that wasn't so bad.
I'm going to cast Dad.
Okay.
Careful.
Watch the trees and stuff. big crappie.
Ooh, nice.
Not giant, but he's 10 inches probably.
These all might be crappies. I saw a shine down there. That might have been what that fish was out there. They might be all crappies.
Right. Pretty solid 9-inch crappie, I'd say. Actually saw him come up and eat it.
Respectful.
All right. Might be feeding over here off this current break. So when it rains a lot, you get a lot of current flushing stuff down. And these fish that don't normally swim in the current will come right up to it here. Sometimes I catch them in here if the water's flowing in, but he was right on the current break.
Entangled. On a duckweed.
Fish on. Oh, it's a nice crappie. Bigger than my last one. Here, I'll let you come over and fish this spot if you want, Viv. That's a keeper, buddy, right there. They're stacked up down there, I bet, but they aren't going to eat worms. That's a keeper, 10-incher, 10 and a half. A nice 10 and a half inch crappie. We're gonna see if Viv can catch a couple now. Viv has a fish. Sounds big.
It is.
Ooh, bring it over here. Careful, don't let it kick off. Nice.
Those are crappies.
Sounded like a giant fish from over here. Can you show the camera up there?
Wait, the pole stuck.
Oh, careful, 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 the tip.
No.
I had stuff on my hands.
I don't want to touch anything right now.
All right, Viv's crappie, another good 10-incher. All right.
No, I'm going to steal your body. Making wood curls.
There's one. It's a good one. Almost pulling drag.
Mine was pulling drag.
Actually, he's not as good, but man, he hit it hard.
Dad, mine was
It's the smallest one. I bet it was. It sounded giant when I heard it.
Yeah, it pulled my drag. I had to hold the line to get it out.
Man, he engulfed this. I might need my pliers on this guy.
I'm getting wood shavings in my bag. I better not keep that.
There we go.
I'm still getting wood shavings in my bag. Really?
Nice little guy. Let me get back in. Get bigger. Man, they are really slimy, aren't they?
Yes, I know.
I don't remember them usually being that slimy, but these guys are especially slimy. There's one. Another little guy.
Got him?
They're getting smaller.
You should have taken the big one. Stupid. Do you have a strainer?
Stringer, you mean?
Get it out. I want dinner.
Those aren't quite big enough to keep, honey.
Dad, I don't care.
I know you don't care, but I care.
As long as they get like